Here we begin our trot canter transitions on the 20-meter circle. I love doing this exercise because it's something that we start the horses doing at a very young age when they're learning to develop their canter. But this is an exercise that can be done and should be done all the way up through Grand Prix at the highest level. So we're going to watch this rider thinking about her rhythm at the trot. Remember, there's 2 beats at the trot. And when we ask for the canter, which is a 3-beat gait, we want to ask the horse to canter on the first beat. And I like to think of asking the horse to trot on the 2nd beat. So we're going to think about the outside hind leg when we ask for the canter. And as a rider, you always want to make sure you know the canter to part aid, outside leg slightly back, inside leg at the girth, and flexion slightly to the inside. If you have a young horse just learning to canter, I would recommend using the open part of the circle when asking for the canter. This horse is more trained, so we trot canter throughout the entire circle. But the idea is that with a very green horse, coming into the turn as you ask for the canter is going to help them know which lead to pick up. So again, outside leg slightly back, inside leg at the girth, and flexion slightly to the inside. Now, this horse, when he comes down to the trot, does so very obediently, but does get a bit too deep, too low with his pole and behind the vertical. We just want to note that his frame is that way, and that's happening sometimes with horses, and our goal is always to make the nose more in front of the vertical. However, he is showing you a wonderful example of obedience and good timing in the trot canter. So we're going to just look at the beats, and I'm going to count them out to you. So you've got the horse coming down to the trot, 2 beats of the trot in diagonal pairs, left front, right hind, and right front, left hind. And then the canter, outside hind leg is the first beat. Inside hind leg and outside front leg are the 2nd beat. And then the inside front leg is the 3rd beat, and then a little moment of suspension. And then we go back to the first beat again of the canter. Now this horse has a small canter, so the suspension doesn't last very long. A horse with a bigger canter, the suspension is going to be a little bit longer. So we're going to count it out. First beat is the outside hind. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and trotting. Good. The point of this track is to teach riders and trainers how important timing is when it comes to trot canter. And this timing will progress with you onto the more difficult movements of dressage. Without good timing, it's hard for the horse to do his job properly. So the rider must always be working to perfect their timing, and when our timing is correct, the horse's timing gets better, and these movements become easier for everyone.